after boasting about his historic summit next month in Singapore with Kim Jong-un. U.S. President Donald Trump now says that summit that so many people have been looking forward to is dead. We've got CBC's Lindsay Duncombe working on this story. She is live in Washington. What are you hearing, the latest, Lindsay?
Well, the White House just released this letter, which came from Donald Trump to North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, in which he calls the summit off and gives his reasons for doing so. Here's some of what Donald Trump said. He says, "I was very much looking forward to being there with you, but sadly, based on the tremendous anger and open hostility displayed in your most recent statement, I feel it is inappropriate at this time to have this long planned meeting." Now, the statement that Trump is referring to is a statement put out by North Korea specifically about Vice President Mike Pence, in which the North Koreans called Pence ignorant and stupid. Not the first time North Korea has used that kind of language, certainly, but it follows signals from the North that they might be the ones to pull out of this summit because they were not necessarily willing to do what the United States wanted them to do, and that was get rid of their nuclear weapons. And there's been lots of talk over the past couple of weeks of what exactly was meant by the phrase denuclearization, which is what North Korea was said to have agreed to in order for this summit to happen, Suhana.
Now, we've heard Donald Trump speculate about this before, so let me ask you this question in all honesty. Is this summit definitely called off?
Well, all we can do is look at what the president is saying. And in the last phrase of his letter, he certainly leaves the door open. He says, if you change your mind having to do with this most important summit, please do not hesitate to call me or to write, leaving the door open. And there is a great deal of motivation on behalf of both of these men for this summit to happen. Donald Trump really wanted to be the president that brought a peace deal to Korea and saved the world from the brink of nuclear war. It was at his rally a few weeks ago, Suhana, that he heard the chants of Nobel, 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 and the idea of a peace prize giving his controversial presidency an achievement that other presidents haven't been able to get was certainly a big motivator for Trump. And there's motivation for Kim, too. His nation is struggling under the grip of sanctions by the United States, the United Nations, China, and others. This could have brought forward, as we heard so often from the United States, a path towards relief from those sanctions and prosperity. Just the other day, Donald Trump said, "You will be rich," as a way to urge Kim for doing this. But neither one of these men wanted to risk the embarrassment of a failed summit. And I think preemptively, Donald Trump is taking this action by saying, we're calling it off. Now, it also comes with a bit of a threat. In very Trumpian language, he talks about nuclear weapons and says to Kim, you talk about your nuclear capabilities, but ours are so massive and powerful that I pray to God they will never have to be used. Certainly a kind of diplomatic language played out in real time that is, like so many things in this presidency, unprecedented.
I know there will be lots of reaction, Lindsay, and you'll be watching out for all of it. Thank you, though. We'll talk again. CBC's Lindsay Duncombe in Washington.